Okay, lastly, let's complete the group by looking at the 7th mode of the major scale, something called the Locrian mode. So, as we're in the key of C major, constructing the 7th mode is easy. We just start on the 7th note, which is a B, and using only the notes from the C major scale, the order of notes to construct B Locrian are as follows: B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and back to B. Here's the scale written down in notation, and I'd like us to play starting on the 7th fret of the E string here. Okay, let's play this new mode of B Locrian up and down twice with the metronome. So, after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how this mode sounds much darker and somewhat sinister compared with the others we've encountered so far, and this is due to the position of the semitone intervals within the sequence. With this in mind, let's take a look at these intervals, the chord tones, and why the mode of Locrian feels the way it does. From this mode of B Locrian, the chord tones are B, D, F, and A. And from these we can construct the type of chord associated with this mode. Okay, looking at the intervals from the root up, the interval between the B and D is quite obviously a minor third. So this tells us we're dealing with a minor chord. Skipping an interval and looking at the B and the A, we can quite clearly see that this is the interval of a minor or flattened 7th. So far we're looking at a familiar minor 7th type chord. However, the interval between the chord tones of B and F is where we encounter something different from all of the chords we've seen so far. And it's this interval that's behind Locrian's sinister character and mood. And this interval, as we've already learnt from our studies on the 251, is that of a tritone, or a flattened 5th, the devil in music. So piecing all of these chord tones together, the type of chord that a Locrian mode creates is a minor 7th with a flattened 5th. Now, it's worth remembering that this type of chord is commonly known as a minor 7 flat 5, although it can also be referred to as a half diminished chord. As we've built it from the root note of B, we'd quite simply name this chord as B minor 7 flat 5, or B half diminished. And as always, this type of chord can be written down in a number of different ways. Okay, to better hear this association of the Locrian mode with a minor 7 flat 5 chord, let's try skipping in thirds through this mode, and as before, we'll play along to a chord of B minor 7 flat 5 to really hear the mode's character. Okay, here's the notation. And after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to finish with, let's run an arpeggio of our B minor 7 flat 5 chord. Here's the notation for this last exercise. And just take note of the shape that this particular arpeggio creates on the instrument. And as the chord says, just take a minor 7th chord and flatten the 5th. Okay, so after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, now there's no doubting that we've covered a lot in this session, but as always, work on everything bit by bit to reinforce any new knowledge. To help you practice each of these new and very colourful modes of the major scale, you'll find some loops of an E minor 7th groove for you to practice E Phrygian, an F major 7th groove for F Lydian, and a B minor 7 flat 5 groove for you to work on B Locrian with. Try creating some bass lines and grooves using these new modes. Revisit the exercises or just have a go at improvising using these new musical colours. In the next session, we'll be developing some technical exercises to help develop both hands using all 7 modes of the major scale. So, in the meantime, I suggest practicing hard and going over everything we've learned today. Good luck, and I'll see you there.